And Daddy named the farm Belly Acres Farm.
Belly Acres,
Yeah.
yes. Remember the records that they cut? And that Tom Weininger wrote that song.
Got a 40-acre farm, all hill and rolling land. Not a level place on it that's big enough to stand. But it's all right for Wava and me. Cornbread and lasses and sassafras tea.
We'll have our cornbread and lasses and sassafras tea.
Yep.
Do a little picking. He actually did the diddly-dee-doots too in that. And this was a 78 RPM console record player recorder. Remember that big tall thing in there in the dining room?
Is that what that was?
Those had no electronics. Cranked up.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was
later he put a electric motor in it, but it cranked up.
It was called a Victrola.
And it was not the one that everybody thinks of when they see the ones in the old movies with the big bell thing. No, it wasn't that. It was about, I guess, 4 feet, 5 feet tall, and about 2 feet square.
Yeah.
All the way around. And then it had a big open wooden baffle in the front. It didn't have speakers. It had that big wooden baffle.
Yep.
And that's where the sound came out, but that's also where the sound went in when they recorded. And that's how they recorded on that.
I didn't realize they recorded on that.
How do you think I know Tom Weininger's song? It was a record.
I thought he recorded it at his home.
No.
Because he had a recorder. I recorded a song at his house.
Did he have a record recorder?
Yeah.
Okay. A 78 RPM record. And if anybody could realize what a 78 how fast a 78 RPM record moved.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing was zoom, 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 zoom. And slightly smaller than a 33 1/3 RPM record. Of course, nobody knows what a record is anymore.
They call it a vinyl.
Well, that's the resurgence of vinyl, but they are referring to 33 RPM
Or
vinyl, because this wasn't vinyl, it was made out of pressed carbon, those 78s. I remember they used them for target practice.
Really? I never
They had so many of those things. You'd go, I think up at the Skeet Club, they had a row set up there, and somebody had put records in this row on a post, between two posts, a row of wood, and you could go out there and shoot rifle to improve your skills with a rifle. They were just so common, and so many of them had been made from probably the 20s on, wasn't it?
Probably.
And they were still in the 40s, and it wasn't until the 50s when the 45 RPM, the little 45s, were about, 5 inches in diameter?
About that, I would say.
And they had
Since
one
I have
song.
no concept what that would mean, I'll say that's
about this, weren't they?
A little bigger.
Okay. That's anyway, look it up on Wikipedia. And at the 45, that meant 40, the record went around 45 times per minute RPM. And the 78 RPMs were thick and heavy. And also solid as a rock. They didn't bend at all. They only broke.
Yeah.
And they broke if you hit them, You
know what? If you see It's a Wonderful Life,
yeah.
that's what she had in her home, was a Victrola.
A Victrola
that
with
you
the
did
crank.
this, and there was the 78, and she was upset after he left And she broke the record.
And she broke the record. That's, yeah, that's exactly what was in that movie. And that was the thing we had sitting in our dining room.
Yeah.
But by the 50s, Dad had put an electric motor in it, so that you turned it on. But now it's still there was no electronic amplification of the sound. On those old records, the early records there, the vibration came from the needle vibrating and then was transferred through to some baffling and things that you had to have either one of those big megaphone type phones, or you had to have the kind of baffling that was inside that box. That big box then allowed it to echo around and become amplified. But it was mechanical amplification, not
that's why it had
not
that
electronic.
tinny sound.
It had there wasn't any electronics in it until Dad put a motor in it to turn it on, and that instead of then you didn't have to crank it any longer.
Yeah.